Hey, how'd you get here? You know what's better than just watching a stream? Fighting monsters in a stream. Today I'm breaking down Video Dungeon, a free, fully functional chat RPG that runs directly inside Streamerbot. Right in your Twitch chat. Game client, no separate app, just your viewers, typing commands, stabbing goblins together. You can play too. Let's get into it. Video Dungeon is a shared world RPG that lives inside your Twitch chat. I've often described it as an MMO light. Every viewer can be a player. They have health, attack, defense, XP, and a full inventory, spells, the whole deal. And the dungeon that they're exploring, it's also shared. One enemy is active at a time, and every single viewer chips away at it. Now, let me just say to you, you can skin this to be your own thing. It's all text-based, it's C# code, and it's human readable and human writable. So there are sections where you can change out everything. You want to reskin this to make it like completely your own thing? Fucking do it, dude. Make it yours and make it so cool. If you want to use this as just a shell to make something else, do it. Build on it. Make it yours. When the player hits !VD, what it does is it creates a player card for them. So, and then it allows them to use all the other commands. So essentially it's going to make a .json file, and it's going to add a player card every time somebody pops in, using !VD for Video Dungeon. That's it. First time you type it in, you're registered. After that, typing it again shows your current stats. Every player has HP, health points, hit points. It starts at 100, hit 0, and you lose some experience points, but you'll be right back up. Attack, and that's how hard you hit. The default is 5, but weapons can boost this, and you'll level up as you go. Also have a defense stat. That's how much damage you soak. Default is 2, and it's boosted by armor. You get experience points. It's your currency for everything, leveling up, healing, and casting spells. So let's talk about the core loop of the game, and that's the fight command. !fight is going to attack the current enemy and initiate an encounter if there's not an enemy to fight. There are legendary, rare, uncommon, and common enemy rarities. Enemies have around 70 to 95 HP in the common rarity. They drop about 8 to 15, and they have a 20% chance to drop loot. The uncommon rarity sit around 160 to 195 with up to 25 XP reward. Rare is going to be about 260 to 310 HP and can drop about 40 HP. And legendary monsters have 400 to 500 health points, hit points, and about 60 experience points that they'll drop, and a 75% chance to drop rare loot. The spawn rate keeps things interesting. Legendary only appears about 3% of the time. When one shows up, chat tends to get into it and have a good time with one they haven't seen before. You know, you get sort of like a real RPG. You slug through some commons, and then every once in a while you hit something like a boss or a legendary. There are also 4 enemy types that change how fights play out. Standard enemies are pretty straightforward. Debuff enemies can weaken your stats mid-fight, and healers can restore their own HP mid-battle. Berserkers hit harder but have less health. Oh, and the player who lands the killing blow gets a 20% XP bonus, so there's always a little bit of friendly competition for that last hit. Let's talk about loot, enemy, and inventories. So after fights, loot can drop, but you can also go hunting yourself. Look is gonna search for items in the dungeon. You'll get something random. Depends on luck in the loot table, but you can also set off a trap and have a negative. You can have a bad time, but it's pretty rare. Items come in 4 rarities as well: common, uncommon, rare, and legendary, and they fall into 3 categories. Weapons to boost your attack. Things like Rewind Tool does 2+ attack, all the way up to the Blockbuster Buster, a legendary weapon with plus 18 attack. Armor, more the same. It'll boost your defense from the humble name tag at 1+ defense up to corporate immunity, a legendary piece giving plus 15. Consumables are one-use items, just like any other game. They restore HP. Like the VCR head cleaner or rewind potion. Others grant XP like the employee discount card or their forgotten paycheck. Or we've got a Mega Elixir membership, which restores full HP and boosts your max HP, attack, and defense, and gives you a bunch of XP boost as well. To see what you're carrying, you type !items, and that's going to show you your full inventory and stat bonus. To equip the stuff you have in your inventory, type !equip followed by the name of the item. Partial names work for most consumables, so like use head will match pretty fuzzy with VCR head cleaner. Now we can talk about the spells a little bit. Players have a spell book, and they can type !cast with no argument, with nothing behind it, to see every available spell and whether you can afford it. Spells cost XP, so it's always a trade-off between spending the XP on levels, banking it to level up, healing, or using magic to sort of nuke someone, or heal yourself. There's 16 spells in the base game, and they're themed perfectly for the VHS aesthetic, but feel free to change them up to anything that would match your stream. There's some summon spells, some magic item buff spells. Different types include damage, debuff, buff, heal, summon, and cleanse. So there's a bit of strategic variety. Again, feel free to switch these out to anything that would fit your stream, right? I built this to be a like a video store dungeon crawling game because I like VHS tapes, and that's a lot to do with my stream. But you can change the items, the locations, all of that to what suits you and your stream and your viewership, and really make it your own. Or you can have some fucking fun with it. Just plop it in and go. XP is your lifeblood in this game, like we were saying. So how do you spend it? Well, healing costs 15 XP and restores you to full. Type !heal. You can't use it if you're already full health. The game won't let you waste it. Selling items converts gear into XP. So common items net you 1, and uncommon 2, rare 3, legendary 4. You can sell individual items or sell everything at once with a sell command. Something like sell all common works, sell all rare works, but they require you to confirm it in chat so that you don't accidentally sell all your items just like... I just want to touch on customization, and the best part for streamers, almost everything is customizable without touching the actual script parts of it. All items live in a single JSON config file. You want to rename the beta blade to your own custom, change one line. You want to add a brand new armor piece, add it to the weapons object and loot table, and you're done. It all shows up in the drops, !items, and !equip, everything. So you can add custom enemies directly in the fight script, find a name, HP range, attack range, rarity, and type one line. Same with spells. Add a new entry with the name, description, XP, cost, power, and type it in, and it automatically appears in the cast spell list. The whole system is designed so streamers can make it their own without needing to be C# developers or really too savvy even at Streamerbot. So let's talk about the installation. We have to create a data folder. And we have to do this before adding any of the strips. All the JSON files, data files, except the items config file are created automatically the first time each script runs, so you don't have to create too much. All you have to do is create this folder, C/Streamerbot data, capital S, capital B, capital D. And then inside that folder, you have to create a file called video_dungeon_items.json. So if you've never created a JSON file, I don't know if I do this the right way, but I do it a way that works. You can right-click, do it on your desktop if you want, and then move it over. New text document. Oops, that's fine. And if you don't name it right there, that's okay. So what you want to do is go save as video_dungeon_items. .json and oops, save it as all files. There's probably a better way to do that, but that's the way I know how to do it. So now that you have your video dungeon.json, go ahead and put it in the C/Streamerbot data folder. All right, so now that those two items are created, we can move on to adding the scripts. So you have to do this for each of the script files inside Streamerbot. Go to Actions in the left sidebar and go plus or add to create a new action and name it whatever, Video Dungeon Fight, Video Dungeon Heal, Video Dungeon Equipped, whatever the one you're copying is called. So let's say Video Dungeon Fight. Go ahead and copy the fight script. And go ahead and create trigger, command triggered, name it exclamation point fight. Now you can change this to whatever works with your stream. If you have something like streamer avatars that conflict with that or whatever, like then you can name it something else. Then inside your sub action, go ahead and go core C# execute C# code, core C# execute C# code. Highlight all that to get rid of it. Hit Control V to paste the code. Go ahead and hit compile. And it should say compiled successfully. Save and compile. And you're laughing. So you have to do that again for equip, cast, heal, fight, items, look, sell, use. I have also a ticket system called VDBug that allows you to type exclamation point ticket. And if somebody wants to add something to the game or to report a bug, they can do it that way. The XP level script, the main video dungeon script, and then you have your setup guide here as well. So it's a little tedious, but you go ahead and do that for every single last one. Got to test the installation. So head over to your Twitch chat, make sure your Streamerbot's running. You can do the Streamerbot chat simulator. Start off with exclamation point VD, because you'll have to join the dungeon to make yourself a player. An exclamation point fight. Hell yeah, we did. Let me know if you use this running on your stream. Video Dungeon is free. It's open for you to make your own. It generally adds a cool layer of interaction to streams. It's hard to replicate in any other way. It's made by me, Online VCR, and there is a tip jar link in the documentation if you want to support me. Everything you need to get started is in the README. Please, drop a comment and let me know if you end up customizing this, especially, or using it. I'll come by and fight in your stream.
And I hope that you're doing really well.